How are these tiny YouTubers making 6 and 7 figures in profit per month while some of the bigger YouTubers are, well, they're broke?
I'm broke right now. Obviously when people see that you have millions of followers, they assume that you're a millionaire. But in reality, only few people with 1 million followers actually have that kind of money.
In this video, I'm going to explain the profit-based content strategy small YouTubers use to make millions, the simple YouTube sales funnel that turns cash like clockwork, and the easiest trick to skyrocket your profits with low views. And at the end, I'm going to show you the exact sales funnel that is making this creator $1 million per month, so be sure to stick around. Now, there is one mistake that 99% of creators make when they're starting out, and not only is it costing them growth, but it's also costing potential revenue in the future. And I know this because I made the exact same mistake. You see, when you're fresh on the scene, you have this grandiose vision of making content that's going to inspire the masses. Even if you can get somebody to take action or work out or build a new habit or take up a new hobby, you feel like your mission is complete and you're leaving your mark on the world. The problem is the content is missing the 3 Ps: the person, the problem, and the pain. Most content out there looks like a bad buffet, way too much variety and not nearly specific enough. This content is designed to attract anybody and everyone, but that means it doesn't resonate with anybody particularly. And sure, people will still probably click on your video. Maybe they're bored or they're curious or they're looking to pass the time, or hell, maybe the algorithm just threw it your way. But they're not clicking your video to solve a specific problem. And they're not there because they need something that you can provide. It's like opening a buffet that serves sushi and tacos and sandwiches and desserts. People will walk into your restaurant, they might sample a little bit of this, try a little bit of that, but at the end of the day, they're not coming back because nothing is premium and nothing stands out. That's why places like Golden Corral are so dirt cheap, and let's be honest, they attract people who just want to eat a lot. You're casting a wide net based upon a broad desire, but when your audience comes in, they have a million different specific problems. So when it's time to make an offer to solve a specific problem, maybe 1 in 1,000 actually buy your offer. And what does that leave you? A whole lot of nothing. The bottom line is these content creators making 6 and 7 figures, they're talking to very specific, laser-focused individuals. They're not casting an extremely wide net tailored to anybody and everybody under the sun. They have a very specific avatar that they're talking to so that they can attract the audience who will buy the thing that they offer. Instead of attracting an audience based on broad desires, we want to attract our audience based on solving very specific problems related to the offer. And then when you pitch an offer to your audience, a larger portion of that audience will have that same problem and they will buy. So even if you have a smaller audience, because they all have similar problems that they want solved, they will throw their money at you to get them solved. And this is how smaller creators are making a lot more money than bigger creators, is because the quality of their audience and the similarity in the problems that their audience faces. But hold your horses. No. You can't just solve any problem. You have to solve painful problems to people who have enough dough that can pay you. And it's not about handing out generic advice like how to manage your finances. It's about solving a problem like what to do if your business is about to run out of money. Now, that is a problem worth paying attention to. Look, the most painful problems are in the health, wealth, and relationship niche. These niches have been minting millionaires for centuries. You think these tiny YouTubers are making millions because of cat videos? Hell no. So you have to ask yourself, well, who has money? Well, lawyers and doctors and engineers and influencers and pro athletes and CEOs, executives. There are loads of people out there who have a lot of money and they all have problems that need to be solved. So the play here is ask yourself, who are you solving problems for? What problem are you solving? And how painful is that problem? This is the profit-based content strategy that these tiny YouTubers are using to make millions. But how do they actually turn those views into cash? Well, this is the simple YouTube sales funnel that makes cash like clockwork. Now look, most creators, they're using link trees and dozens of affiliate links and sponsorships and God knows what else in their description. I mean, their bios look like a Las Vegas strip with flashing neon signs and lights everywhere, spinning wheels saying, click here, buy me. I mean, you can't tell if these people are influencers or contestants on Let's Make a Deal. One minute, they're selling Bitcoin. The next, it's a hair product. The next, it's a crochet for their grandma's Etsy shop. Okay, but the problem with sending all these people in a million different directions is you're literally sending them to other people's sales funnels. It's like if somebody were to come into your world and then you say, hey, thanks for checking this out, but go over here because I think you're gonna like their stuff a lot better than mine. See, YouTuber A is being everything to everybody. They're capturing attention, but it's like holding water in your hand. It just kind of slips away. Now, let's look at this YouTuber who's making a cool $1 million per month. His name, Charlie Morgan. See, Charlie doesn't send his viewers to a smorgasbord of affiliate links and sponsors. If you look at his description, he has one link, and that link goes to a landing page with a video sales letter on it. One link, one funnel, and one product, and he has mastered it to $1 million a month. Let's break that down. First, you got to understand how funnels work. Platforms like TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, these are considered top of funnel. You cast a wide net based upon different specific problems to capture a wider audience. But here is the kicker. The top of funnel is not meant to entertain. It's not meant to inform. It has one single objective, and that's to bring people into the middle of funnel. Now, when you get somebody onto the middle of the funnel, they are on your turf. These are things like email list, free communities, free courses, and even calls. The middle of the funnel is the perfect place to indoctrinate your customers so that they understand what you're about and you can nurture them, provide value to them, and build trust, authority, and likeness. And how do you do that? Well, you just genuinely help people out where you can. You don't spend all of your time helping people in the middle of the funnel, but you provide tips, strategies, resources, etc., just so that you can help people out. And the goal here, well, it's simple. Get people to the bottom of the funnel. The bottom of the funnel is where you will convert your audience into paying customers. And you can do this through mechanisms like sales calls, webinars, and sales pages. This is when your audience is ready to make a key buying decision, whether it's through a sales call, a webinar, or a sales product. At this point, they know what you're about, they know how you can provide value, and they know the problem that you're going to solve. That's the difference between YouTuber A and Charlie Morgan. YouTuber A is trying to be everything to everybody all the time and pointing the audience in a million different directions, while Charlie Morgan is laser focused on one funnel, one offer, and one delivery mechanism. Well, you might be asking, well, Austin, what's the best funnel? How do I build it? Well, I'm just going to show you what I've seen Charlie Morgan use and what a ton of these tiny YouTube millionaires are using. And this is the tried and true call funnel. The call funnel is as straightforward as it can get. Here's how it works. In the YouTube description, they have a link. That link leads to what's known as a video sales letter page. The video sales letter is meant to persuade you to taking the next step. They do that by describing the problem and the pain and the story and the unique mechanism. They show customer testimonials and results they've gotten from students in the past. And at the end, they give a slight call to action to go below and book a call. Now, I'm going to let you in on a little secret here. They don't call this a sales call, and you'll see this known as a roadmap call, a strategy call, a discovery call. And that is to avoid something called sales resistance, because people don't like being sold to. So you have to rename a sales call so that people aren't triggered by sales resistance and have their defenses up. But that's a topic for a whole another video. And once they have you on the call, this is where the real magic happens. They highlight the problems, show their solutions, and then boom, they pitch you a high ticket offer. And you might be asking, well, what are these high ticket programs? Well, I'm glad you asked. They're a combination of courses and coaching. Why? Because these are the most leveraged info product business models that print money like a cash cow. The beauty of these models is a lot of the times the creators don't even need to be there in order to fulfill or in order to push people through the funnel. They've got closers, people on the sales call who are meant to seal the deal with the customer. They have customer success managers who act as coaches to help the students get results. And for the creator, they can just focus on making content and then occasionally providing value for their customers to keep them happy. But here is the real kicker. How are these people making millions of dollars a year with just a small following? And the answer comes back to what I talked about earlier. People, problem, pain. See, the easiest trick to skyrocket profits with a low number of views is dead simple. It's to raise your prices. Now, Yep, that's it. Jack them up. Listen, these folks that are making millions of dollars a year, they're not messing around with low ticket products like $10 cheat sheets or $10 per month membership. Let's do some quick math here. At $100 per month, you need 1,000 people to get in your membership at $100,000 per month. Let's contrast this to something like a 5K, 10K, 20K offer. With a 10K offer, you only need 10 people to say yes to get to 100K per month. Now, don't get me wrong. You have to have a killer offer, a good reputation, and lots of testimonials to charge something like 10K, but this is what most of these tiny YouTubers who are making millions all do. So if you're selling some kind of course or coaching service and you're wondering, okay, how do I raise the prices? Well, I'm going to walk you through it step by step in this video. Check it out.